Hello, this is Thomas Bouffard, and this is my iteration on my Minecraft Battle Arena level box or gray box, and this is a lot of visual changes in this update. First of all, you'll notice there's there's a lot more color, red and blue specks around the map, and I'll get to those in a minute. A big change to the bases here is that there's now a little spawn area for people, and that's just so that they're not like spawning down here right in the range of fire of immediate arrow volleys from oncoming attackers, and it also gives them a little bit of advantage of the high ground when actually at the final point of confronting the enemy in their own base here. I've replaced the center block here with a green one just because it's a little more, like, it stands out a lot more. Like, if you look and stand here, I might actually have this a little bit too, yeah, I have it a little bit too short on render distance, but if you have it set to a high enough render distance, you can actually see the enemy's target now from your own base. So it just makes it, the green only appears in those 2 points on this entire map, so it makes it stand out more and just makes it a little bit more something to focus towards. You'll notice these banners are now here on the side. I kept them in because I liked them as a thing for just kind of it'll just kind of, the looks and stuff like that, and I think it goes well with the kind of castle theme I have going here. But if you notice, if you look at the far end there, you don't see any red banners on the corners there. They're there, I promise, but because they are entities, they don't show up. No, I think they're entities. In either case, they don't show up when, or from nearly as far a distance than blocks do. They are not drawn from all the way back here. So while their original purpose was on the corners of these walls here, they were lined up to kind of show which direction you are looking. They didn't actually do that job very well because at this distance I wouldn't be able to see them. So I took them down, replaced them with corners of red and blue wool so that you can actually see them from the other side of the map. But yeah, I put them on the corners there because I thought they still looked cool. You'll notice this cave entrance, or this tunnel entrance, is now rimmed with iron. That is so that when you're off to the side, especially when you're off with a lot of a sheer angle here, it's not like, or you can see it very easily. It doesn't blend in with the stone brick around it. In the tunnel here, we have blue marking which tunnel you're in, and it's done in lapis, and the other side's done in redstone, just because on the lower level I have taken to using them, lapis and redstone, just because while fire tick should be off for the actual or for like the actual arena, I figured if I can help it, there's no sense in having flammable blocks down here because so close to the lava. And you'll notice with the wooden bridge here, I've actually used the old wooden slabs from back when they behaved like stone. If you're curious, it appears they're at some time during their last few updates, the item texture for it has been changed or removed, and while you can still place them and they have their texture, yeah, the item no longer actually has a texture because you really don't encounter these blocks anymore unless you're playing on a super old world and dismantling a super old building. Anyway, obviously there's more visual cues down here for what direction you're heading in. You'll notice the walls here are made of brick instead of more stone like wood. That's so that you can sorry, I'm blinking. That's so that you can get more contrast between the walls and the floor so that you can know like kind of what you're trying to duck behind as you go across. While I'm down here, I might as well talk about the lava. So this used to be void, and I decided I didn't like that as much as lava because lava, for one, gives an instant understanding that this is a deadly pit to fall in and you will catch fire and die. But also, I didn't like how I think it looked much better to have these columns kind of sitting in lava and all sorts of other things rooted to the ground in the lava rather than have the, like, weird floating structures. So, like, just visually, I think it looks a little bit more appropriate. And also, if you fall into the void, it just feels kind of tedious to just have to fall and watch as the world gets smaller and smaller in the distance, and finally you hit the like kill plane and lose, I don't know, like 2 health every second. But it's just a kind of tedious fall for anyone. So I did away with the void and placed lava instead. I've also added these little platforms off to the side of the corners here, just so that coming down from this terrace here, it's a bit easier. And there's also a way down from this new bridge I added in, which allows you to, like, especially people on your team were really like limited with how they could, like, if they were over here and you were attacking zone over here, they couldn't really come assist you unless they went all the way back around. So the bridge really helps with your own team reinforcing and changing directions. And also this platform here obviously is a one-way exit onto this lower platform. I want to try the lower exit because otherwise you could just, or a one-way thing, because otherwise you could just, get onto this bridge, run down, run over, run back up, and then you're pretty much already at the other team's base. So let's see, I believe that is pretty much it. Just going through here to show, yep, this cave is, or this tunnel is in red too. Red banners over here. Yep, red spawning room. So all symmetrical on the either side. One thing that I haven't gotten to put in, but have managed to set up, is they will have fireworks for when you do manage to press the other button. And I believe that is everything I've changed. Oh, well, I also added in little color indicators on this bridge here too, just trying to cover my ground, or the most ground in any of the little places where the world can potentially look relatively symmetrical. That includes over here where you have this little carpet line there, show the border. And yep, that's about it. Thank you for watching.